Now at 10, the latest on a petition to recall Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway and how health experts say you can still enjoy the summer sun and stay safe amid the pandemic. Plus, officials identify the remains of the missing Fort Hood soldier, while a UW-Milwaukee professor walks back controversial comments on her death.
This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana. We'll get to our top stories in just a moment, but we're looking ahead at another very hot and humid week. Let's get a look at your first warn weather with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulti.
Yeah, Amanda, nothing has really changed. We've got the same weather pattern, and it's going to stick around for the foreseeable future. As we take a look at the time lapse from the WISC Skycam, looking off toward the east, hazy sunshine for much of the day. Few cumulus clouds popped up, but no rain here in the Madison area. There were some thunderstorms farther to the east, north, and west of town, and a couple of showers are developing over southern portions of Jefferson County, just south of the city of Jefferson. Elsewhere, it's dry right now, and I'm not expecting any additional rain overnight. But as we take a look at the high temperatures, Madison hit 90 today. That's the second time this season we've hit 90, and many other locations were in the low to mid 90s. La Crosse hit 94. Temperatures right now are in the mid to upper 70s, and dew point temperatures are right around 70 degrees. As we check out our forecast, or we have alert days in the forecast now, not only for tomorrow, but for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as well, for the high heat and humidity that could get heat index values above 100 degrees at times. Tomorrow will be another hot and humid day with just a slight chance for an afternoon or evening shower or thunderstorm. High temperature at 91. Later on, I'll take a look if there's any relief in the 10-day forecast.
Thank you, Gary. A group of local activists say they're trying to recall Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway. Adam Duxter spoke to one of the leaders of the effort and joins us with their message and plan. Adam.
Well, Amanda, while they admitted it's a possibility this could be a long, drawn-out process littered with litigation, those behind the recent efforts to recall the mayor say it's a fight they're willing to face.
A Facebook page and website gaining support online with the sole purpose to lead an effort to recall Madison's mayor.
I've always been committed to my community since I was young.
John Regavitz is one of the people behind the page. He says he feels upset with Mayor Rhodes Conway's actions in what he describes as a lack of actions in recent months. From the wheel tax to a private video Rhodes Conway made for police officers that was leaked last month.
We have a situation. Many of the residents in this city are happy, feel unsafe, and you can't blame them.
Regavitz, who in the past has run for state representative, says he plans to file a recall effort to committee. From there, he hopes to gather 40,000 signatures.
It's not easy. It's not something that you can really do overnight.
Tonight, Mayor Rhodes Conway is responding, saying, quote, "I am focused every minute on doing the job that the people of Madison elected me to do. And I am not going to be distracted by a small group of people who want to divide this community." Regavitz says he sees this effort as an effort to unite the city.
And Regavitz says he doesn't want to rush this process, but wants to be deliberate about each step. He says if everything goes according to plan, he's confident he could get those 40,000 signatures by December.
Thank you, Adam. Turning to our coronavirus headlines, Wisconsin health officials are reporting more than 500 new cases over just the past 24 hours. The 522 new cases today is still far fewer than yesterday's single-day record of 738. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services says 10.4% of tests came back positive over the past day. But there is some good news. DHS is reporting no new deaths statewide all weekend, while nearly 79% of the 31,000 people who have been infected have recovered. Beachgoers in Madison seem to be keeping their distance at Lake Wingward today, in line with advice from health experts. The city said those at the beach should maintain 6 feet of distance and wear a mask outside of the water. Our crew didn't see any masks, but crowds were smaller than what would be normal for a hot holiday weekend, and those there seem to stay in household groups. After the weekend, doctors recommend talking with the people you hung out with or who you will hang out with in the future to assess your level of exposure.
So I think we need to have an honest conversation with who we're going to hang out with and understand, what risk have they put themselves at, and then by extension put me at if I choose to hang out with them.
If you're worried you were exposed this weekend, Dr. Pothoff recommends waiting about 5 days and going to get tested. Testing is scheduled to continue at Alliant Energy Center until at least August 31st. The FDA commissioner is declining to defend President Trump's claim most COVID-19 cases are harmless. During his remarks at the White House's Independence Day event, Trump claimed without any evidence that 99% of coronavirus cases are, quote, totally harmless. Dr. Stephen Hahn addressed the matter today on CNN's State of the Union.
The way out of this for all Americans is to follow the CDC and the White House Task Force guidelines, social distance, wear a mask if you find yourself in a situation where you can't social distance, good hand hygiene, all the things that I would tell my patients.
The CDC estimates that 35% of cases are asymptomatic, but even people with mild or no symptoms can spread the virus to others. Hahn also said it's too early to tell if Florida will be a safe place for the Republican National Convention next month amid a surge in COVID-19 cases. As the virus surges in southern Wisconsin, some UW-Madison faculty are reportedly worried the campus can't safely reopen this fall. That's according to the Wisconsin State Journal. In a survey earlier this week, nearly half of the instructors who responded are not confident campus can reopen safely, while almost 60% of respondents felt all instruction should be offered online only. 1 in 5 faculty said they are considered high risk for COVID-19. One college campus is already grappling with a COVID-19 outbreak. More than 120 students at University of Washington fraternity houses in Seattle have tested positive for the virus. The university says 112 of the 121 reported cases come from residents of the Greek Row section north of the campus. University officials set up a pop-up testing site last week near the houses where more than 1,300 tests were collected. New at 10, Tony-nominated actor Nick Cordero has died from complications of the coronavirus. The 41-year-old had been in the hospital since late March and suffered from many strokes, blood clots, and infections as a result of the virus. The Broadway vet was known for his roles in A Bronx Tale and Waitress. A 7-year-old is dead after a shooting in Chicago. The girl was at a 4th of July celebration last night at her grandmother's house in the Austin suburb of the city. She was reportedly on the sidewalk when a group exited a white-colored sedan and fired shots in her direction. Chicago police say 16 people have been killed in shootings around the city this weekend, while more than 60 others have been wounded. In Atlanta, the mother of an 8-year-old girl shot to death says her child should be alive right now. In a news conference with the city's mayor, Charmaine Turner spoke out about the killing of her daughter, Secourier. Turner was in the car with her daughter when the shooting happened last night.
She would have been on TikTok dancing in her phone, just got finished eating. We understand the frustration of Rayshard Brooks. We understand. We ain't got nothing to do with that. We innocent. We didn't mean no harm. My baby didn't mean no harm.
The shooting happened near the burnt-out Wendy's where a police officer shot Rayshard Brooks last month. Police say a friend was driving with the Turners when an armed group blocked their car's path. They say someone repeatedly shot into their vehicle, hitting the little girl. She later died at a hospital. An attorney for the family of specialist Vanessa Guillen says the Army has positively identified her remains. Investigators reportedly met with the family today. Guillen was going to file a harassment complaint against specialist Aaron David Robinson in April before she went missing. Investigators believe Robinson bludgeoned her to death in the armory room of Fort Hood. Guillen's body was found last week. Robinson killed himself after police confronted him on July 1st. The UW-Milwaukee lecturer facing a petition calling for her firing is responding after her comment on Guillen's murder went viral. Earlier this week, senior lecturer Betsy Schroller wrote on her personal Facebook page that sexual harassment is, quote, the price of admission for women into the good old boy club. She said, if you're going to cry like a snowflake about it, you're going to pay the price. In a statement today, she walked back her comments saying, quote, no one deserves to suffer the violation of sexual harassment under any circumstances. She says her original post was taken out of context and she does not believe in or support sexual harassment. Mexico's president says he's visiting the U.S. this week. In a video posted today, President López Obrador confirmed his plans to meet with President Trump. He says the purpose of the trip is to put into action the free trade agreement between Canada, the U.S., and Mexico. The Trump campaign says it will hold a rally in New Hampshire next Saturday. It'll be outdoors at Portsmouth International Airport. According to the event announcement, the campaign will provide masks and hand sanitizer to attendees. Several members of Trump's team tested positive for coronavirus in conjunction with his Oklahoma rally last month. November's election might be a three-man race. Kanye West says he's running for president this year. The rapper took to Twitter with the announcement on the 4th of July. He writes, "It's time to realize the promise of America." West says he wants to build the nation's future by trusting God and unifying a vision. But he's facing one problem. It's already too late to register to run in a handful of states. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 10, several professional sports teams are considering changing their names, plus what Maryland's governor is saying after a crowd pulls down a statue of Christopher Columbus. Stay with us.
Here's to the road ahead. Trust Toyota to be here for you.
Now, every hybrid vehicle in Toyota's lineup is available with 0% financing. With fewer stops for gas, Toyota hybrids give you the confidence to go farther. And with 0% financing, Toyota hybrids are even more thrilling. Enjoy more freedom in a Toyota hybrid. See your Toyota dealer or shop and buy online.
All from the brand you trust, today and tomorrow. Toyota.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra control gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
I got your back, you got mine. Think about you all the time. Together we can come through. That's what love's made of. When it's made with love, it's made to be shared.
America, we want to help get you back to it. And here's how, with the Ford Promise. Visit your Ford dealer, finance a new, certified pre-owned or used vehicle through Ford Credit, and if you lose your job, you can return it for up to 1 year from the day you bought it. You can also get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Let us help get you back to it with the Ford Promise.
Watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. City leaders in Columbus, Wisconsin will consider whether or not to move a statue of their namesake at a meeting this week. A community group will discuss the issue at a meeting on Tuesday night. Meanwhile, statues across the nation continue to topple this holiday weekend. Tom Hansen reports.
A crowd used ropes to pull down this statue of Christopher Columbus in Baltimore, tossing it in the Inner Harbor amid a growing movement across the country to take down symbols that protesters say represent racism and oppression. Maryland's governor called the action completely unacceptable and the antithesis of democracy. And in Waterbury, Connecticut, protesters there beheaded another Columbus statue. Yesterday, President Trump, at his Salute to America speech, blamed the radical left.
We will never allow an angry mob to tear down our statues, erase our history, indoctrinate our children, or trample on our freedoms.
Across the nation, hundreds of statues have been vandalized or taken down since the death of George Floyd sparked a national reckoning of America's racist past, including the removal of statues commemorating Thomas Jefferson and Confederate generals Stonewall Jackson and Robert E. Lee. More than 100 armed protesters marched through Georgia's Stone Mountain Park yesterday, calling for the park's massive Confederate carving to be removed. And a unity protest in Brandon, Mississippi was anything but that, with heated debates over the removal of a 100-year-old Confederate monument.
We're trying to take it down for what? What is that statue hurting anybody being in the middle of our road out here? For people to come down and observe our history here.
To me, it's a historical reminder of how my people were subjugated and held down and held in slavery and then fought against, even in Jim Crow, even up until this very day.
Tom Hansen, CBS News, New York.
Social justice protests are also potentially leading to changes in the world of sports. The manager of MLB's Cleveland Indians believes it's time to change his team's name.
I know in the past when I've been asked about whether it's our name or the Chief Wahoo, I think I would usually answer and say, I know that we're never trying to be disrespectful. And I still feel that way. But I don't think that's a good enough answer today.
He says he believes the time has come for the team to change its name after more than 100 years. In a press release on Friday, the Indians announced their plans to discuss changing their team name. They stopped using their Chief Wahoo logo after the 2018 season. The Indians' comments come just days after the NFL's Washington Redskins announced they will be conducting a thorough review of its team name. Redskins head coach Ron Rivera says it would be, quote, awesome to change the team's name before the 2020 season kicks off in September. In an interview with the Washington Post, Rivera said he's considering several nicknames. Let's get a look at your first warn weather with Gary Canalti. It's hot, and it's going to stay hot.
It's, nothing really changes. Here's the time lapse from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville. Very typical from what everybody saw. Clear skies this morning. Some cumulus clouds popped up this afternoon. A few showers and thunderstorms. You can kind of see one in the distance in Iowa. But as we look at who got the rain and who didn't, about 90% of us stayed dry, but there's a heavy thunderstorm near Mineral Point that probably dropped around an inch of rain, as well as some areas up around Camp Douglas and Toma and north of the Dells. Also the Milwaukee area got some heavy rain showers. And there's one shower right now actually producing just a couple flashes of lightning south of Jefferson. This will probably drift off and dissipate. You see another shower just to the north and west of Columbus, but by and large, the chances for rain will be continuing to go down through the overnight hours. Three things you need to know in the forecast. We're going to see lower 90s in the forecast now all the way through Thursday. We had upper 80s for Tuesday. Now that's now looking like lower 90s. Dew point temperatures 70 degrees or above. That's tropical type air, and that's going to be around for much of the week, and that'll produce heat index values in the mid 90s to perhaps as high as about 103, especially on Wednesday when high temperatures should be in the lower to close to middle 90s. There's slight chances for thunderstorms the next couple of days, mainly in the afternoon and evening. The better chances for thunderstorms are going to come Thursday afternoon. That might give us a little temporary break from the heat, but we have alert days in the forecast for the next 4 days. Tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday for just slight chances of thunderstorms. High temperatures, lower 90s. Again, the heat index values between about 95 and 103. Thursday, the high temperature of 91 is dependent on when the thunderstorms get here. If they get here later in the afternoon, that'll almost certainly be met. If they get here a little earlier, that could probably stop us from climbing above the upper 80s, but even so with the high humidity, heat index values will be well into the 90s. High temperatures today, right around 90, give or take a degree or two either direction across the entire Midwest. You don't see any cool air anywhere really on this map. Even up near the U.S.-Canadian border, temperatures around the 90-degree mark, and Madison hit 90 for the second time this summer. You can see the jet stream still well up to the north in the southern portion of Canada. That just keeps any cool air locked up well to our north and west. There's a cold front that tries to move into the Dakotas, triggers some thunderstorms, and then it becomes stationary to the west. That's kind of been the pattern. These fronts just can't make it this far east to give us any kind of significant cooling. And right now, those temperatures, even at 10 o'clock, take a look at these temperatures. 85 in the Twin Cities, 84 in La Crosse, Madison at 77 degrees. So for tomorrow, look for a high of 91. Again, a chance for an afternoon or evening shower or thunderstorm. Heat index values probably close to 100 in some spots. Future track, low temperatures only dropping to around 70, so we don't even really get much relief at night from the sticky conditions. High temperature tomorrow in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Again, some pop-up showers and thunderstorms late in the afternoon into the evening. Back down to around 70 tomorrow night, and repeat the process on Tuesday. Again, a chance for a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. High temperatures in the lower 90s. 7 to 10 day forecast. Well, maybe a little bit of heat relief toward the end of the weekend. I've got a high of 85 on Sunday, and also a little bit of a drop in the humidity for Sunday and Monday of next week. But the average high temperature is 82, and notice how those temperatures get right back up to 90 as we head into the early or the middle part of next week. So, you know, 85 is improvement over 90, I suppose.
And then we just go right back to it.
Doesn't seem to be any stopping it for right now.
All right, thank you so much, Gary. Edgerton native Steve Stricker with a strong start on the Lynx today. Highlights coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Though challenges surround us, life still goes on. There's still time to dream, still plans to be made. And if you're retiring soon, still deadlines to be met. We talk with people every day who need to replace their employer benefits when they retire. We can answer your questions too, so you can feel good about the decisions you make. For a retirement benefits checklist, visit us online or call Physicians Mutual Insurance Company today.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Kindness makes a world of difference at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to the Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin and save more than ever before on stressless seating. Save at least $300 on stressless recliners and office chairs. Plus, save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. There's never been a better time to help others and fill your home with the unmatched comfort of stressless seating. Be kind and save generously at the Century House.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I solemnly swear that I will support the veterans of the
United States Armed Forces.
I will defend the Constitution
against all enemies. That I will commit
to ensuring they are
not forgotten.
And I will enable veterans to live the same life of opportunity
they have provided me.
So help me God.
Help get you back to it. And here's how with the Ford Promise. Visit your Ford dealer. Finance a new, certified pre-owned or used vehicle through Ford Credit, and if you lose your job, you can return it for up to 1 year from the day you bought it. You can also get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Let us help get you back to it with the Ford Promise.
Reflect on this. You can have a lasting career in one of today's hottest fields with an online degree from Herzing University. Recognized, accredited, experienced, with more than 90% student satisfaction. Plus, Herzing is transfer friendly. Apply now and pay no enrollment fee. A degree from Herzing University. It's a nice reflection on you.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Call or click today.
Wisconsin is getting back to business.
What's your plan?
Before you say,
sorry, we just can't do that.
Before you say, we're not ready.
Before you say, we don't have capacity.
Put us in your plan.
Let us help you get back to business.
Are you ready?
Whether it's a labor shortage,
it's a mandated closure,
we're here. We've been here.
We'll be here.
From assembly
to packaging and everything in between.
Let's get to work, Wisconsin.
Well, the Bucks
have shut down the team's practice facility, according to ESPN, after Friday's coronavirus test results came in. Now, the team isn't expected to reopen that facility before they go to Orlando. That's this coming Thursday. Now, it's not really clear how many or who exactly tested positive for COVID-19. The team has yet to comment at this time. Nascar at Brickyard today in Indianapolis. Denny Hamlin in the lead with 7 laps to go, blows his front right tire and slams into the outside wall. After the restart, Kevin Harvick putting himself in pretty good position. He takes the checkered flag, but just behind him, Cambridge native Matt Kenseth. Not too bad for the 48-year-old. Well, Christian Yelich left no doubt in his mind that he was going to play baseball this year, despite any COVID-19 concerns. But he also said that he's in a little bit of a different situation than a lot of the other guys. He doesn't have a family or any kids. That being said, he absolutely respects the decision of any player that has opted out of the season due to COVID-19 concerns. Yelich spent most of the pandemic, just like all of us around the world, at home with his family in California. But he is so excited to be back and hopes to bring a little bit of a spark of happiness to both Brewers fans and baseball fans.
Provide some entertainment, and which has obviously been a tough first half of the year for a lot of people. And we're taking that serious and trying to do everything we can to just get back out there, make sure that we follow all the rules and regulations that we have to enable that process to take place. And so far, so good.
Final round of the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Edgerton's own Steve Stricker, nice chip on the very first hole for birdie. He finished on 67th place. Everyone chasing Bryson DeChambeau today, and well, nobody really caught up. DeChambeau finishing at 23 under par, 3 strokes ahead of Matthew Wolff. So not a bad showing for Steve Stricker, not a bad showing for Matt Kenseth today at the Brickyard. A good showing for our Wisconsin natives today, Amanda.
All right, thank you so much, Melissa. We'll be right back.
Here's to the road ahead. Trust Toyota to be here for you.
Now every Toyota hybrid vehicle is available with 0% financing. With fewer stops for gas, Toyota hybrids give you the confidence to go farther. See your dealer or shop and buy online. Right now, you can lease a new 2020 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid for $239 a month.
All from the brand you trust, today and tomorrow. Toyota.
Incredible deals, huge markdowns, plus free doorstep shipping on everything. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Home is dancing because no one's watching. Home is a reason to disturb the peace. Home is laughter. Home is where heads come to rest. A place to let go and a place to find again. At Stanley Steamer, we love home, and we know that a clean home is a healthy home. We're ready when you are.
Relax, unwind, remain safe and secure in a new bath, shower, or walk-in tub from Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Now during our summer spectacular sale, get a new bath or shower for only $49.95. Ask about great financing and call during this program for a free $100 Walmart or Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate. And be sure to ask about virtual online estimates.
Hercules.
I have been
expecting
you.
Aha! And I brought you a gift so you can fight properly. Red Bull.
Oh!
How nice.
Of you.
But also
rather
stupid.
Mine.
Mine.
No, mine.
No, mine.
Mine. Red Bull gives you wings.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree dental card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree dental card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree dental card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-451-3571 to receive your free Carefree dental card information kit.
Download the Channel 3000 app today. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
A biotech company in Iowa says it could hold the key to help fight the coronavirus. They say antibodies from cows could help slow the spread of infection in humans. Dairy farmers at Cinnamon Ridge in Donahue, Iowa have been using their cows to make these antibodies. An Iowa veterinarian explains how it works.
They engineer the animals so that they actually produce human immune cells, and then basically they're vaccinating those cows with COVID, and then turning around and collecting the plasma from those cows and getting the antibodies.
Experts say the testing is safe for the cows and the antibodies will be able to be given to humans and have a quick impact. The biotech company involved, SAB Biotherapeutics, plans to begin clinical trials in the coming months. Very cool.
Sign me up, and cows are friends of mine.
Yeah, and just, man, we're still learning so much about this, but so interesting. People are so smart.
We were just talking about my wife. She grew up right down the hill from the TV station, and their family had cows on their farm for years.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing that we could use them for this.
But, you know, this time of year, farmers have to keep those cows cool. And
yes.
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be much relief from the heat. Maybe a pop-up shower or thunderstorm to cool you off for a little bit of time. You can see one little thunderstorm south of Jefferson drifting down toward Fort Atkinson, another little shower around Columbus, but for the most part, those will be gone pretty soon. Temperatures right now still in the mid to upper 70s, 77 in Madison, La Crosse still at 84 degrees, and look at those dew point temperatures in the lower 70s. That is tropical type air. So tomorrow, a high of 91, you add in those dew points, and we're looking at heat index values between about 95 and 100. Slight chance for an afternoon or evening shower or thunderstorm, as we've had the case the last couple of days. Alert days for heat all the way through Thursday. Best chances for thunderstorms will be Thursday afternoon and Thursday night, and then maybe a break in the humidity toward the end of next weekend before we get back into the 90s.
Okay, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.